Yes, thanks for staying with us. You're watching our early edition of Today with John and Helen live. The goal is to get you fired up towards being the very best this new year. Joining us now to look at becoming the peak performer in 2024 and showing us the roadmap to an all-time success in our next
It's our next.
yeah, in the next few months, this year, is our guest and the last guest on the program today.
Okay, all right, and he is the convener, Dr. Abiola Salami International Leadership Bootcamp, and the peak performer. We have been chasing this man all over the world. I must say it. Okay, now we shall get there. Our guest is also the principal performance strategist at Champ, a full-scale professional firm. Time for that once-in-a-lifetime experience with none other than Dr. Abiola Salami, world-class performance strategy, coach, author, and much, much more. I beg you, wait it.
And I tell you, even getting him into the studio has rattled me a bit. So I think we should just pump.
Let's make the best of this opportunity, Abi.
While we have him.
Yeah.
So Dr. Salami, you're welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here, finally. Hello viewers, I'm here live.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us, in the light of the economic recession which we're all experiencing now and the resultant brain drain in the corporate world, how do you keep staff motivated, to put them 100% into their jobs?
So I think the first thing leaders should do is to motivate themselves. A demotivated leader cannot motivate any team member. And so you can have the right words that you are saying to people, but experts have told us that the effectiveness of your words is only 7%. The way you sound is 38%. What people see when you are talking is 55%. So when you are demotivated as a leader, it shows through in the sound of your voice, it shows in your body language. So motivating your staff is not just about what you say to them, and it's not even also about what you do to them once in a while. It's about what you consistently do. The recession is real. We are all grappling with it. But in the midst of chaos, people are always looking for inspiration. Who can inspire them? And that is why you have some platforms that inspire people, that people always continue to gravitate towards those platforms. So people are seeking leaders that can inspire them. People know that the leader as well, themselves and the leader, they're in the same boat. They know that we are all experiencing it. But they want leaders that can inspire. And your inspiration doesn't only come by what you say, it is by what you consistently do. So the first thing to do as a leader that wants to inspire his or her team members to deliver peak performance is to be inspired by yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so as an expert in raising peak performers, the perception is currency there. How do you advise your leaders in every industry to achieve strategic visibility, apart from,
Great question. Visibility. There are noisemakers and there are people who have visibility. And at times people confuse, the two. And you don't have to be on every platform. And you want to pay attention also. You want to be intentional about what you are taking out to that platform. Who do you want people to think you are? That's the beginning of the question. Social media is available for everybody now, so you can just pick up your phone and say or do whatever and post it online. But before you do that, I want to ask you a question. Who do I want people to see me, to be? Do I want them to see me as an intellectual? Is that what will support my business? Do I want them to see me as a fun-loving person? If your business is around entertainment, do I want them to see me as someone that really cares about people? Is that what I want? So it's about being intentional about what exactly you want. And then, of course, now seeking the right platform to make that happen. Whether you want to do social media, whether you want to even bringing people together. The other day I was watching a program on TV, and I knew that what they were doing was actually trying to help the CEO and the organization gain visibility, right? So it's about asking, but they actually ask themselves that, what do we want people to see us to be? Do you want us to see them to be the go-to people when the talk comes to economic conversations? Do we want them to see us as the go-to organization or the go-to person when it comes to national issues? So you want to be intentional about what you want the audience to see you as.
Yeah, I see a bit of imposter syndrome in there. You know, being someone, trying to be someone else. Yeah.
Noisemakers.
Yeah. Now, for someone out there who has had to create maybe multiple streams of income, and then of course owing to the economic climate, which is peculiar, and someone who wants to know how to achieve peak performance in each of his endeavors, what would your advice be?
First, it's important to have a goal. And let me say that if you are waiting till now to have your goal for 2024, it's late, right? But somebody said the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now.
Okay.
So you can now draft a goal. Now, a goal is not a wish. A goal is not what you have in mind to achieve. A goal is not what you hope to achieve. A goal is not what you are praying about. A goal is something you have carefully documented with the time that you want it to be. So in November 2023, I wrote down my goals for 2024. I wrote the goals and I set the plan on how to achieve them. So getting into the new year, somebody said that, oh, you started the year early. It's because the year started before the year, right? And then we put out on every Tuesday, we have a publication in one of the national dailies. And then on the 2nd of January, the first one came out, we said we hit the ground running. And then I got responses that, this is holiday.
When did you start?
When did you start? When did you? No, the year started for us in November. So what you want to do is to have goals, and the goals will guide what you are doing. You see, a goalless life is a worthless life. And a lot of times we do that. We live our lives that way. We get into the new year, we're happy, we hold all the parties, but we don't actually have a concrete goal on what we want to achieve. We have prayers, we disturb God a lot, and without having goals. And I believe that the way we will get even some of we are very religious. Some of the miracles we are looking for is we have goals aligned, the things that we hope to achieve, and then how we want to achieve them. Now, you may not have the resources to achieve this goal that you've set, but you want to be sure it is simple enough for you to even understand. You want to be sure that you can measure it when you achieve it. You want to be sure that it is something achievable. Not that you didn't study anything medically and then you say you want to become a surgeon in 1 year. That's not achievable. It has to be realistic as well. And then you set a time, a time frame to it. So what is it that this goal you want to achieve in 2024? What should you be doing every quarter towards it? What should you be doing every month towards it? What should you be doing maybe every week or every day towards it? And that's the discipline that now comes with the goal. So the beginning is set a goal. Secondly, be disciplined to follow through the achievement of that goal. And discipline is not that easy. I agree, I admit. There are people that for the past maybe 15, 20 years, they've been saying, oh, this year I'll go to the gym every day, and they've not made it happen. I understand, and the purpose of this conversation is not to condemn them. It's to say that that you have not been as disciplined as you wish. So get support, right? Get support. Get an accountability partner. That may be your friend, your spouse, your sibling, your child. An accountability partner, someone that can, hold you accountable. Say, this is what I want to achieve. Please help me, support me. You can get a coach, that can help you, as well. The beginning of seriousness with your life and the goal you set for yourself is the kind of support that you are even seeking. And by support, we are not necessarily saying you are looking for who to give you money, because many times the problem is not the resources we don't have. Many times it's the fact that we are not resourceful. And by being resourceful, it means that you have ways and means that you can get the resources that you are looking for. There are people around you that can help you, but you expect them to help you because you think that they should. Nobody does that. So some people have unrealistic expectations about people. So how are you even touching that person's heart, the person you want to help you? How are you touching the person's heart, to make the person more open, to helping, and supporting you, if that is what will make your goal work. So these are things that we need to look at.
Everybody wants to be successful. Now he's talking about goal setting and all of that, to be at your peak in performance and achieving all your dreams. But it's almost so difficult. It's so difficult. You set your goals in November, and when you said that, I'm like, okay, so where am I? Kind of, right? So what key, let's go to another area where you are very passionate, what key winning strategies do you find imperative for female leaders to have in 2024 so we can scale through?
The ladies.
Yes,
hello,
us.
ladies.
We're here.
One key thing that women should look at more is overcoming self-limiting beliefs. Overcoming self-limiting beliefs. And why do I say this? Yes, there is the bit of the society, what the society needs to do to encourage more women to get into offices, political office, and to encourage women to grow in their careers. So there's a lot about that one. But I want to talk about what women can do themselves to improve on themselves. Overcoming self-limiting belief, that voice inside your mind, that talks to you that you cannot do this because you're a woman. That voice inside your mind that is talking to you that you cannot do this because you are too young or too old. That thing inside your mind that talks to you that says you are not good enough, that the other people are better than you. That thing inside your mind that makes you feel that because you've not come from family X or family Y, and then you cannot be phenomenal, you cannot make a huge difference. That voice inside your mind, you need to find ways to silence that voice, Now, what do you do? How do you make this happen? It's about paying attention to, one, the kind of conversations you have even in your group of friends, right? If you have a group of friends with self-limiting beliefs who project their self-limiting beliefs through interaction, you will multiply your own self-limiting beliefs by the number of that conversation. So there's a place of humility. There is also arrogance. And we're not talking about arrogance. We're not also talking about you overcompensating for something with arrogance. We're saying that what you can do, continue to develop yourself. But what you know you can do, when it is time to deliver it, step up. Be willing to raise your hand when they are looking for somebody to solve a problem. You know you can solve that problem. And so you want to do more of that this year. You don't want to allow those voices to cripple your capacity because you're a peak performing woman.
Okay. John is itching to throw in a question. But before you do that, I've heard a lot of successful women, say, my partner, my husband. And I've heard others say, the worst mistake, the biggest disservice any woman or any man can do to themselves is get hooked on in marriage with the wrong person who would not see your dream. So for all of this that you have said, a woman who has found herself with a husband who is apart with her dreams, how does she navigate through this? Quickly, please.
I wish this question came before she made the choice.
Well, she's made the choice.
But now she's made the choice. But first, those who have not made the choice, please, the fact that he's tall, handsome, rich, and all of those external things we check doesn't necessarily mean is the right person for you, right? You want to be sure that this person actually really cares about you and your dream, your future, what it is we are talking about tomorrow. For the woman that is in a situationship where the man doesn't support what you are doing, what I would just say is that seek support from friends and family. Seek support from friends and family to help you. If there are people that can have conversations with him, and then there are people that until they see the results, they don't actually believe what you are saying, right? So it may not be that the man is bad or that the woman that you are married to is bad. It may just be that they can't see what it is that you are saying. And at times, because you are also not making there's a little bit of progress and success. That's what makes people embrace. So I heard, I dealt with an issue some time ago, husband and wife. And the woman was complaining bitterly, that this man doesn't support me, doesn't do this. So she was my client, And so we kept working. I said, don't worry. Let us focus on this project. No!
Oh, okay.
Let us focus on this project. Okay. Don't focus on Oga. Because from what I've heard from you, he's not inherently a bad person. He thinks you're wasting time, so he doesn't want to. So he's trying to frustrate you based on that. Guess what? When the project succeeded, and we're doing the launch, you needed to see the husband. Brought all his friends, was walking all around.
My
husband
wife.
of the day. My wife. He didn't make any contribution to the project, but from that point forward, he started contributing, to that project.
Became her cheerleader.
Yeah, so he came around. So I said to the lady that it's not that this man is inherently bad from all you have said. It's the fact that he doesn't see this and he wants to frustrate you out of it. If you stay and generate results, almost everybody likes results. Sure. They will come and tell you that I'm the cousin to the father of the. They will trace the generation back to
like 10. Yeah.
Right. So let us focus on the results. Yeah. And while you're achieving the results, make sure that you don't soil your relationship.
True.
Watch what you say, to him about that, because it will come around. He really truly cares based on my observation, and that's what happened.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dr. Salami, you've said a lot of things. And we're at breakfast table, right? You've said so much that we're trying to distill. And could you just, in simple terms, now tell us, a breakfast table language, now tell us who is a peak performer in 1 minute?
A peak performer is that individual, male or female, that consistently delivers excellent results in whatever responsibility the person has. The peak performer is not necessarily the CEO of a company. The peak performer can be the janitor, but in that role as a janitor, you can see the passion of the person in delivering excellence.
Wow.
The peak performer is not about the position of the person. It's about the behaviors and the attributes the person has. And if you have the attributes of a peak performer and you're even a janitor, in no time you will become the top. You'll get to the top, of the industry, wherever it is that you are.
Wow. So,
okay.
That's
all right. So, someone said some time ago that 2024 is the year, for peak performance to emerge. Do you agree?
Every year, any year, it's time for peak performance to emerge. And the good thing about peak performance is that it is not peak performance if what I did in 2023 is what I want to do in 2024.
Oh.
Yes. It is peak performance if I delivered on this level in 2023 and then I'm delivering on this level in 2024. That's what peak performance is. For peak performance, excellence is the minimum standard. Excellence is the minimum standard. It will be mediocrity if I come into 2024 and I want to deliver the same metrics I delivered in 2023. In fact, I think there's an 11th commandment.
Okay.
That shall not be a mediocre.
I mean that sums it all up. So in one word, 2024 is in trouble, right? Because the top of the ladder is the only place after that masterclass from Dr. Salami. We needed to hear that. I'm sure you agree with me, Helen. So, Dr. Salami, I want to thank you so much for being with us on this show. Yeah.
Thank you.
We put all of this together in a short time, but we hope and pray that we'll find another opportunity with you to dig deeper. Okay, sure. You have...
I hope that's for me.
Is that for me?
Well, what I'm seeing to be the title of this book right here is The Peak Performing
Woman.
Yeah. It says the peak performing woman's companion.
Yes.
And that's me.
So it's a peak performing woman's companion. So, Mr. John If you're asking if this
Sorry.
is for from what I can see,
Sorry.
it's for a woman. Except you're saying there are other things we don't
We'll
know.
share.
That's the love of the woman.
Thank you so much.
So I have this special gift
Thank you
for
so
you,
much.
madam.
Bless you. Thank
Towards
you.
your peak performance in
Oh,
2024.
Dr. Abiola
Thank you
Salami,
so much.
thank you so much. Thank you. And we shall be doing this privately at some point because 2024 has to be the year now. Abi?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. That was so practical and easy to grab. Would you say a necessary place that every single one of us, must strive to be this new year? Thank you again.
Thank you.
And I must say, really, it was the most inspiring few minutes with you,
Yes.
Dr. Salami. Thank you so much for coming.
Bless you. All right, let's take our final break now. When we come back, JS will serve us with his sizzling nuggets for the day. And then we'll wrap up with some other information. Please don't go away. Just a few more minutes and we're done.